And up next is Action TV.
Students are to be enrolled to grade 1 of all state-run schools by the 16th of January, parallel to a national festival which is to be held on the same day. The burden of bearing the cost of the event to be organized at Vidyartha Vidyalaya in Kandy has been placed on the parents of students who are to be enrolled to grade 1. Each student will have to pay a sum of 3,000 rupees for this purpose. While there are vacancies for 126 students in grade 1 at Vidyartha Vidyalaya in Kandy, only 93 will be enrolled on the 16th of January. On the 20th of December, the parents of 93 children were called to the school and were informed that each student would have to pay a sum of 3,000 rupees. In addition, a vice principal informed us that the bag, shoes and pullover will have to be bought from the school and that we will have to pay 6,000 rupees for that. They also informed us that we will have to pay 3,600 rupees for the security and facilities fund. Accordingly, parents would be required to pay a total sum of 12,600 rupees for each student. At 8 o'clock on Friday morning, the parents arrived at the school with their children, as informed to do so, with the intention of paying the money and securing their children's enrollment by having them included in the school register. While standing outside the school, some of the parents explained to Action TV the hardships they had faced in securing the 12,600 rupees required. Some of them even showed us documentation. Nevertheless, the school gates were not opened for them. This is because none of the parents were able to produce a receipt to the vice principal who stood at the gates, noting that they had deposited a sum of 60,000 rupees in addition to the required 12,600 in the school's building fund account. They said at the meeting held on the 20th of December that they expect a sum of 4.8 million from the parents. They had asked us to pay the 60,000 before the 8th and produce the original receipt. In mid-2013, the vacancy for the position of principal at Vidyartha Vidyalaya in Kandy was filled not by a qualified individual in keeping with the proper procedure, but by an unqualified person who was appointed to the position as per the prerogative of the current Chief Secretary of the province, who at the time served as the Provincial Education Secretary. The principal of Vidyartha Vidyalaya, who was appointed in this manner, is due to retire in another 7 months. Some parents claim that on the directive of this principal, they deposited sums of between 10 and 30,000 rupees in the school building fund account, in addition to the 12,600 they were required to pay. Against this backdrop, the parents are being made to fulfill agreements worthy of Shakespeare's Shylock. I have voice cuts from the parents. What does the principal have to say? On the 1st of January, Action TV exposed the theft of money from students at a school in Mahiyangana. Subsequently, the governor of the Uva province issued an order to the principal of that school that the money taken from the students be returned to them. Shouldn't this be taken as an example to ensure justice for these children and their parents? Governor of the Central Province, this is over to you.